Hey guys, WrestleTom here.
Growing up, you
Dream of having every wrestling figure in the world, but you're just a child with children's money. But then you grow up and become a man child with adult money, leading to this video right here. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Hey guys, WrestleTom here. Hopefully you enjoyed that little animation intro. Been watching a lot of the odd ones out on Jaden animation, so I just thought, you know what, let's make the intro to this unboxing fun. But I'm 10 minutes away from SummerSlam, so I want to rush through this and watch SummerSlam, play with some figs and get drunk. So today we're unboxing not just one, not just two, not just three, not just four, not just 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, what about the more rarer wrestling figures? Okay. So what about a bit of, excuse me, Basic Series 2 Vickie, Guerrero. Wait, how's that Basic Series number 2? But this Melina is Basic Series 5. But I wouldn't really call those Holy Grail, so why would I have that in the title? Because this one's gonna hurt me to open. A Holy Grail Elite Series 8 Bourne, brand new in box to be unboxed today. This is a dream figure for a lot of people, going for upwards of £200 on eBay. I'll get through the pricing of each and every figure that I have here today as I'm opening it. So first and foremost, why not start out with the AEW figures? I'm not really too keen on AEW figures on account of them falling apart every time I play with them. So I've got to super glue the legs, the torsos and everything together just for them to stay in one piece. But Tom, why on earth would you pick up 3 AEW figures, would you? Because there was £4 each. So 4, 8, 12. I nearly said 10 then. £12 on 3 brand new in box AEW wrestlers. So I'm not too sure how to open. Are you meant to open the AEW figures? So I'm just gonna get. Maybe I just pull it apart. It pains me to open figures this way, but I hate it when they put glue tape on the tabs. Plus, it's only AEW ones. The only box I'm worried about keeping is the Bourne one. Lately, I've been on a mission to collect all the figures I wanted during my childhood, including that Bourne. I currently, well, the one before that, I got Defining Moments, Chris Jericho, Elite Daniel Bryan, Elite Enzo and Cass, and Elite Alberto Del Rio. Let's open this right here. Chuck that rubbish over there onto the floor. And this is Powerhouse Hobbs. A very clean FTW. So I'm guessing he was a part of Taz's. See what I mean? This is why I don't like AEW figures. They just fall apart. So these two are gonna have to get super glued together. Luckily, I've got some super glue. Oh, that was hard to get out of the box. I know people like that, they come apart like that for customizing, but I don't. To be honest with you, it's just not for me. This is Powerhouse Hobbs, manky fingers. Feels actually quite nice in hand, to be honest. I think he will do well on my Monday Night Raw roster. Got some extra hands here, tips. Oh, no open hand for mics. That's kind of red down there. Or to be honest, I might team him up with Bobby Lashley and MVP. Some tipped up hands for in matches. And this is the extra head that you get. Oh my god, Powerhouse Hobbs. This is the original head. This is the other one. So I think I would probably use this head more. I just prefer like the still faces with like no expression. Oh my god, I can't even put it on. Oh my god. You can tell I'm not used to AEW figures. Here we go. Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm trying to use a new camera setup here, so it might be a bit janky sometimes, so I apologise. I do not know one move by Powerhouse Hobbs. Let him run the ropes a little bit. Back bum. Actually feels quite good for an AEW figure, to be honest. Right, that's Powerhouse Hobbs. Before we get to the next one, here's a little tip for you. If you're collecting wrestling figures, plastic bags, sandwich bags, resealable bags, freezer bags, anything to keep your hands, your head, and also the wrestler inside the bag safe from any outside damage. Since I'm in a shed, my wrestlers before have had like black spots all over them, so I have to go and scrub them with mould and mildew, spray and a cloth. So this is what I found best to keep your figs in perfect condition. And now we're gonna cut to me opening Brian Cage. Right, now it's on to Brian Cage. Figure looks sick. I've wanted a Brian Cage figure ever since I seen him on AEW. I can't remember when, but it was quite a while back. Here's the back of the box, and what's funny is I said I don't like AEW figures, but I now earn. I was going to earn, but it's only a matter of time before Mattel makes an elite version of him. I earn, and plus I'm going to get his Mattel version. Thunder Rosa, that was not on the guy's eBay page. Powerhouse Hobbs. There's only two I'm missing from this set. It's the front of the box again, right here. I went through and untaped the side bit to save myself a bit of time since SummerSlam has just started. What did you think of Mr. Iguana on Friday Night SmackDown? We don't talk about his botch. His iguana was a bit slippery. Okay. His iguana was molten. Here's the junk. Just chuck the junk over there and worry about it later. And this is a closer look at the figures. Those are the different heads. I'm probably going to use that one again. And this time it does have mic. Oh, it's already got mic hands on. But let's see this fig falls apart. Let's take it. Jesus Christ, man! You don't want to come out the box. there we go. That was nice and easy. Look at this beast of a fig. Brian Cage. A beast of a man who could stand toe to toe with Brock Lesnar on Friday Night SmackDown on TWF Wrestling. If you want to see how these figs cope in my fig fed, down below, if I remember, I'll leave my Google Doc where it's got 1.5 years, of wrestling storylines. So this is Brian Cage, pretty plain attire apart from the butt. It's kind of cool. Brian Cage will be a reckoning in my fig fed. Take out the extra hands. And chuck that over there. We're going to have a mountain of rubbish on the floor. So I think right now, before I forget to do it later, go like that. And tonight, I was watching SummerSlam. I was planning on playing with my figures, getting some storylines out the way, some wrestling shows, but it's not going in. That'll just have to do like that. You know, my PC keeps black screening for some reason, so I can't play my entrance music, and my Wi-Fi is terrible, so I can't even use my phone for it. Here's Brian Cage. Great fig. And let's package him up. Right, I'll see you opening Wardlow. And now onto Wardlow. I may be a little bit out of breath for yeeting for main event Jey Uso at SummerSlam, teaming up with Roman Reigns. But now onto unboxing Wardlow. Here's the back of the box. Is that, I can't remember that match, but it's like a sort of like War Games a little bit, I think. I want his Elite. Britt Baker I was going to get, but I just didn't. You can hear Roman's power going off in the background. Taz, he's on commentary for me right over there. I would show you, but I don't know if you can get banned off you. Well, demonetized. Well, no, because I'm not even monetized. Just a straight for showing booze and vapes. Rusev, I'm waiting for his Elite, and Andrade has an Elite coming very soon. The reason why I have Wardlow is because I have MJF. MJF has been causing a ruckus in TWF Wrestling, attacking Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion, wrestling CM Punk, night one of WrestleMania, and now MJF a little bit ahead of himself, getting beaten left, right and centre, so he needs his reinforcement. He needs Wardlow. Here's Wardlow, here's the front, here's the back. We'll get into more detail just then. And now let's play that game again on the last AEW figure we have to unbox. Will he fall apart? Yes, he does. That's what I hate about AEW figures, is that I know the sound too, but I just would rather not to fall apart. So here's Wardlow. Here's him on the front. Here's the sign of his gear. A nice camo purple right there. Reminds me of WWE 2K14. Superstar threads on the big show. Trying to find a nice colour to fit his camo gear. The fig's not going to stand up on its own in this ring. Trash ring. Trash. Going to be doing a few, I said I was going to do a 3-month 6-month, 1 year review on this ring, and it's barely made it to 3 months. So here's Wardlow again. Here's his secondary head scan. So I think that one is better actually, but I think I'm still gonna go for the still face. I won't bore you with me bagging them up again, but you got a taped hand for Wardlow and another fist right there for Wardlow. Comes with mic hands, which is perfect because chain wrestling, holding mics, just anything to do with wrestling, you don't want fists or open palms for your figures. He's got like a little man bun, a tiny man bun at the back, but he is going to be a great addition to my fig fed. Oh my god, I can't get my words out because I'm having a few drinks whilst watching SummerSlam. So this video is just going to go off the rails bit by bit as I get more wasted basically. There's Wardlow. I'm going to box him up, but up next will be Tama Tonga lower, and Jacob Fatu. You know what I mean? So let me just bag up this figure and we'll get onto the triple unboxing. And even more. Oh, Jey Uso to the outside. Sorry about that, I'm even more out of breath because mid-match Jey Uso theme song started playing and it started yeeting. I'm too fat for this. I'm too fat to be yeeting. But now onto the original Bloodline to Bloodline 2.0. Starting off with the illustrious Tonga lower. Now, if I could find my knife, there we go. These figures are a lot more easier to open. So basically, there's a tape right there. Usually they're taped down here. And a tape up there. To be fair, you don't even need to do all that work. I don't know why you did that. You can just go like that. Open the top. Take out Tonga. Throw him over there. And now you have Tonga lower. The amount of time I've been waiting for these new Bloodline figures. Last night I checked on Smith's. It was in stock 2 weeks early. I just had to. I think his leg needs warming up. I'll tell you more. Oh, what a spear by Brock. As we get to it, a little bit plastic. I used to be very careful opening them, but no, I'm not. Tonga lower, acknowledging his tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. Here's the front. Here's the back. It does have those connections right on the back, which, to be honest, I would prefer them on the front because then when they take off the fist, you can just go like that instead of going, oh, takes you out of the immersion for just a few seconds. Actually, I'll get a closer look on this vest. Turn down that SummerSlam a little bit. The T for Tonga lower. On the back, there's other connections I'm talking about. Standard connections on the back. It's like most wrestling figures. Oh, they're clicking quite easily though, to be honest. Usually you can get 1 or 2 in and then the last one's near impossible. So that's Tonga lower's first. Closer look, this is the head scan. Hi! Nice hair. Sort of nice face scan. I wish it was just like a still face, not him making this creepy face. Here's his attire, belt, red lines, that's all there really is to it, nothing to show on the boots. And I think sort of has full articulations on the legs without warming it up. You hear the crackheads outside. Maybe not, no, not there. So sometimes with your brand new Mattel figures, they just don't want to do certain poses, so you can have to warm them up with hot kettle water or a hairdryer or something just to loosen up the joints, move them about a little bit. Same with like these new shoulder joints, or they're not even that new, they can be like a bit tough to like break apart, like right there. You just warm them up, you just fiddle with them a little bit, and there you go, you got a perfect fig. So that is Tama Tonga. We'll just put him over there for now. Oh, speaking of, you do get two different hands, which are the grab hands, the mic hands for the right hand. This one, because this side already has grab hands, and then for this side you also get the finger to the sky once again, just on the opposite hand for Tonga lower. And speaking of the Tamas, the Tongas, here's Tama Tonga. So very easily you just get your knife and trying to rush through these. I'll show you the back of the box because I didn't do that on Tonga, but we already, it's pretty much the same. John Cena, cool fig, but I really don't need any more John Cena's apart from that see-through collectible one, even though that is a collectible one. Solo, I'm not really bothered. I've got suited wrestlers that don't need to be exact if I want Solo in a suit. Tama Tonga, Tonga lower, Jacob Fatu, and for some reason Smiths never have female wrestlers of the new sets for some reason. Don't know why. I want Naya, but I'm just gonna have to go someplace else for it in the future. Here's the back. Tama making that face. Yeah. Pull him out of the box. Chuck the rubbish over there on the floor. That's a problem for later. It comes with acknowledge me, grab hands. Confused me then because the right grab hand is on the right. Never mind. Let's pull Tama out of the box. I hate those little brick things. Pull him out of the box. Let's see how his legs. His legs are, I think, perfect. His legs are perfect. Face scan. I'm not really a huge fan of it. Look at it. Yes, it's Tama Tonga. Jesus Christ. Oh no, wrong breaker. J moves. His waist is a bit, well, very loose. Bit of loom bands on there. And his vest comes off the front. And then you can peel it back. His vest is just red lines, and a bit of red there. They're not very cool, but I mean it's better than nothing. Put him in put that in a different spot. So he comes with pretty much, I think, the exact same attire as Tonga lower, does he? Nearly. So he's got lines on the side going down, but he's got lines going that way. The back's pretty much the same. And the body type's the same. Can't really. No, so Tama Tonga. It's like a bit thinner than Tonga lower. Boom. And then here's the extra hands you get. You get an acknowledge me for the right hand. So we just do a quick change up there. These are very easy. You just twist them out and then twist them back in. Don't just pull like that because you can. And I've learned you can break them. So you can push them in fine, but if you're taking them out, just pull and twist. Pull and twist. Same about the heads. Heads come off in pretty much every figure with these types of arms, so you just pull and twist, pull and twist. May take a couple rotations, but it's better than just pulling them off and yanking that pig off. So we're finished, and now onto the main event, Jacob Fatu, which has been just announced. It shows collector's edition there for John. Been just announced he's getting Ultimate Edition on the SmackDown ring. Put these with Tama. And I don't want to spoil an upcoming video about the Raw ring instead of this Figure Toy Company ring, because this ring is trash. Yeah, it is trash. I regret ever purchasing it, but I'll have more details on it in my upcoming video, because I have the Mattel Creations Monday Night Raw ring on the way, hopefully tomorrow, but by the time you're seeing this, it'll probably be a week or two, because I'll be hungover and I'll forget I ever recorded this video, so I go through my camera roll. So here is Jacob Fatu. Let's throw this rubbish everywhere, like he always said. It's a problem for later. Jacob Fatu. Oh, thank God it's a removable t-shirt. Right, for me just then it looked like pain. So we get grab hand, acknowledge hand, and slap hands for both. Jacob Fatu. I really hope these legs don't need fixing. It's late in the, yeah, there we go, perfect. And I want to play with him. So here's Jacob Fatu, yellow mean. Great head scan, maybe a little bit off. His forehead's a little bit big. Hair's great. I hope with the Ultimate one they have it like up for when he does promos. Here's the pants. Does like ninja styles on the side, whatever they are. Take off his acknowledge me hands. Put on grab hands. There we go. And then what's under Jacob Fatu's t-shirt? So the waist a little bit loose, and even his arms a little bit loose, to be honest, but that might be my fault. But oh well. He's got a tattoo right there. Tattoo across his chest. Let me see if I know what. No, I can't tell that handwriting. He's a little bit on the thin side for Jacob Fatu, you know what I mean? But it's a Jacob Fatu Mattel WWE figure. How can we complain about finally having a Jacob Fatu in our collection? Let's try the PME. Yeah, great. Perfect. I've got to be careful on this corner because it's broken, but we'll get to that in the review. Boom. Yeah, perfect. even had a little shake on the camera. This fig is fire. I've been waiting for this figure for so long. I'm so happy to have it, and I'm so excited to get his ultimate in December. Hopefully December. Like I said in the intro, I'm just a man child with adult money, and the amount of wrestlers I have is unbelievable. If I saw the amount of wrestlers I had when I was a kid, I would probably just cry from the sheer amount of figures that I actually earn, and still I'm making matchups. I'm like, oh, I don't have enough wrestlers for this. What do you mean you got like 200 Mattel figures? Jacob Fatu, amazing figure, a little bit skinny, but he does in hand. I don't know if it will show the camera. He is a little bit thicker than what all the photos show him as, so I'll give him a pass on that. Attire's bland, but this is just Jacob Fatu's attire. Comes with a cloth goods shirt, which he would wear in match, and let's say things get a little bit extreme, he yanks it off and he gives a severe beatdown. But I don't think Jacob Fatu has ever even took off this t-shirt, so I'm actually just thankful that they just haven't painted it on. I can't be bothered to do it properly, but there we go. And then up next we get to the Holy Grails in Vickie, Guerrero, Melina and Elite 8 Evan Bourne. So make sure you keep watching. Well, sorry guys, I lied to you, because still to get through before I get to the Holy Grails is Ultimate Edition Razor Ramon. Is a figure I have absolutely been waiting to get my hands on for my fig fed. Razor Ramon in my fig fed is the leader of the D'Angelo family, and for so long he's been a mystery. Who is the boss Tony D'Angelo keeps talking about, and the mystery is it's Razor Ramon, and that all culminates in TWF SummerSlam. He comes with the classic Intercontinental Championship, which I can't wait to get my hands on. Razor Ramon, the cool guy, the badass Razor Ramon. This is my first Ultimate unboxing on this channel. In the UK, Ultimates was so hard to get hold of for a long time. Smiths, Argos, anywhere, just wouldn't stock them for whatever reason. But now they're back in full force, including the Monday Night War series. So I'm so excited to finally get my hands on a Razor Ramon figure, if I can get through that piece of tape. Now let's open things. Actually, let's show you the back of the box. Shows you Razor Ramon in person. Then it shows Razor Ramon and all his accessories, his neck chain, his jacket, his armband, elbow pads, Jesus Christ, green, black, and the Intercontinental Championship, the classic. Let's open this up. I went through a phase of keeping all my Ultimate Editions in box, not in box, just keeping the boxes, not throwing them away, but they just kept stacking up, and I thought, you know what, these just need to go. I don't have the room for it. So let's start off with his jacket. Oh, it says Razor Ramon on the back with a belt buckle attached to it. It goes green to black, which is probably one of my favourite colour schemes because of Ben 10, who's in the crowd. Just, if I point him out, you might see him Over there is Funko Pop Ben 10, greatest cartoon to ever exist, apart from many others. Comes with 6 different interchangeable hands, which I will never ever use. Let's take them out the box. Oh my god, why are they being like stamped down, whatever they are? Tied down, that's it. And this one's probably going to be a rush because my tablet died. I can't watch SummerSlam without my phone, which I'm recorded on. Here's the Intercontinental Championship. I went for so long without an Intercontinental Championship, and now I have 2 modern day ones, 1 white Intercontinental Championship, and now the retro Intercontinental Championship. Look how clean this looks, and I love that it don't come with the name underneath like many modern wrestlers has. Wrestling figures have all the different side plates because they're a pain in the ass to interchange, and you don't want Bobby Lashley with an Gunther Intercontinental Championship. It just doesn't work. So here is the Intercontinental Championship retro title, and now onto the main guy, Ramon. Now this, even though I like clean faces on my figures, just still faces like the one that comes attached, this one has got to be a must. This one's got to stay. This is Ramon personified. So this is going straight on to the fig, and it's staying there forever. Now the secondary head, which one is this? It's just, even this is Ramon as well. Cheeky eyebrow expression, gritting his teeth onto a side, his head down his face. This is Ramon. And now onto the fig itself. I think ow, something just twanged there. Here we go, let's check that over there for now. And here is the bad guy, Ramon. Green elbow pad, black elbow pad, razors on his knee pad, razor right there, and then razors on the back of his pants. And what I like what they've done, they've added black like tape underneath. You don't see that very often, it's just left plain. Green boots, white laces. This figure is great. It's one of, so far, it's one of my coolest looking wrestling figures. And I'm not even a Ramon fan. I don't think I've even watched the Ramon match outside of WWE 2K Showcase. Let's add the head. What I hate about Ultimate Edition figures, you'll put a head on and they just slide right off, which I feel like this one's gonna do. But I want this head on. I want this head. Comes with butterfly joints, toe joints. Does it have the pulley down leg? Sort of. You don't. That one comes down all the way. But I hate this part of Ultimate Editions. I wish the legs just stood right there. Didn't pull down. I guess it's good for animation. Fig pics. Jesus Christ. Ramon, the cool guy. An amazing figure to add to your collection. I 100% so far of all these figures would recommend this Ramon. add his jacket onto him. And also, something I learnt with Ultimates, I thought it was only specific ones. No, nearly every single Ultimate, you can just take their arms on and off and on. This Razor Ramon, a great figure. If you see it in stock, in store, online, anywhere, pick it up. Just the look of this figure, the feel of this figure, get it. Because this guy is going to be in my fig fed for a long, long time. But now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for the Holy Grails. Because up next is Melina, Vickie, Guerrero, and Elite Series 8, the Holy Grail of them all, Evan Bourne. And now, out of everything that has happened to me in my lifetime, surgeries, broken bones, this is the most painful thing a man-child has to go through. Unboxing rare wrestling figures. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the grails. Before we get to Evan Bourne, we've got two original basic figures in Melina and Vickie Guerrero. We'll start off with Vickie Guerrero because this is the less painful one for me to open. The original, my childhood packaging, Vickie Guerrero. Now this isn't my first Vickie Guerrero. I have the Vickie Guerrero from the Dolphin and Vickie 2-pack. If I remember, I'll pop it on the screen now. And if not, that pause was pointless. Let me turn wrestling down. And then here's the back of the box. This set comes with Rey Mysterio, of course Vickie Guerrero, John Morrison, R-Truth, which I think I had as a kid. I'm pretty sure I have this, had this R-Truth. I think I still got it somewhere, but I can't be bothered to root through my box of wrestlers to find it. Ezekiel Jackson, which I really want his Elite. I saw it in stores when I was younger, but someone took the Intercontinental Championship out the box and my mum and dad wouldn't let me buy it. Thanks, mum and dad. Now I'm missing out on an Ezekiel Jackson figure, which I would have ruined anyways by customizing it and probably chewing it because I'm a freak. And The Undertaker, which before last year I had one Undertaker figure and now I think I've got 5. And also at the bottom of the box it has the Raw ring, soon to come to WrestleTom YouTube channel, just the Elite Ultimate version. The SmackDown ring, hopefully, if I can get it before it comes out of the stock, because money is an object. It's no object, it is an object. And the Royal Rumble ring, which I imagine they made that, but to be fair, I could just go on a website and buy the ring aprons and it's pretty much there. And even I found a website that even does like the covers, which I really like this ring just because it's the original just poles. But WWE don't really do that unless they're international and it's just a Raw or SmackDown, because watching SummerSlam now, they have SummerSlam LED boards across the apron. Now there's no real way to get this off clean to keep the card on the back without warming it up. And it's currently, let me check, 5 o'clock, 12:05 in the morning. I'm not going to get a hairdryer to warm this up. So here's some real pain between me and you. Hopefully we share together. It's already showing cardboard. Look. Oh, a Holy Grail. A Vickie Guerrero, which they might produce more soon anyways. It's being ruined. And a basic series 2 of the new set at the time. Vickie Guerrero. That's what's left of it. That's what left. Number 2 in the corner. Vickie Guerrero's face barely showing. The back. Does it say when it was made? I can't be bothered to look properly. I can't see now from a quick scan. Bye bye, Vickie. This is forever gonna go in the bin. But one thing I forgot to say from every single figure is how much these figures cost me. No, the Tongas, the Fatu, that cost me £20 each, brand new in stock. Ramon, £30, standard price for an Ultimate Edition on Smith. The AEW figures, £4 each. What a bargain I found on eBay. £4 each, and I managed to get the seller to do combined postage and packaging, where he sold me those 3 AEW figures, this Vickie and this Melina, all together. So I'm just going to count it all the same. This Vickie Guerrero somehow only cost me £10 British. What a bargain. If it was me last year, or maybe a few months ago, I would have never opened this. Just like my Elite, I think it's series 11 Kofi Kingston. I can't be bothered to get into Kofi Kingston, which costs nowhere near as much as my Bourne, but I'm still opening my Bourne and not the Kofi Kingston I really want to open. But for some reason I just won't allow myself to open this Kofi Kingston, but I will allow. I got this Kofi Kingston for £20, by the way. eBay bidding £20. I won it, and they actually sent it out perfect condition, barely any nicks on the box. The only damage it received is when my water cooler, like a fan for your bedroom, which collects the moisture out the room, because I have a small bedroom. Oh my god, it's 6'1", which collects the moisture out your bedroom. It leaked and it caused damage to the bottom, which is barely noticeable to the naked eye. Even I barely notice where it is, but it does have water damage on the bottom, and I won't allow myself to open this, but I will, which cost me £20, but I will allow myself to open this, which is worth over £200, and I'll get to the actual cost when I open it. But just know I make bad financial decisions as a child adult, okay? But this is got to have a wrestling figure, and I'll get to the story of me buying this once I open it. So I'll set Kofi Kingston to the side for just now, because I can't be bothered to put him back in this cut. So Vickie Guerrero, back to opening it. Here's her body. Poor Vickie. Cut that out the way. And the reason why... Oh, that's... I think I might keep that for my wrestling stage. It does have AEW on the side, because this was my secondary stage, but then I sort of wrecked my first one. I think that might stay there, to be honest. That might... I really need to make a new stage. But getting foam core, going to the shop is about 30 minutes away, so I'd have to get my dad to drive me, which he won't, because it's a pain in the ass. Just don't tell him that, otherwise he'd beat me up. Only joking, he won't, but I'd have to pay him to take me because he's a very busy man, always earning money. And I'm too scared to do delivery in case it all comes smashed up. But to be fair, I should. I want to make like a sort of bigger and a sort of smaller stage, because this does pull out a bit. So maybe about this size you're seeing now, but with a ramp that goes like actually ramps instead of just, let's say you put a figure on it. Ooh! No, I need it to actually be just gradual, even if that's steps, I don't know. But let's get, you probably got a fucking sneak preview of SummerSlam there, probably gonna get this video removed. Let's get on to Vickie Guerrero, and the reason why I got a Vickie Guerrero figure. So Vickie Guerrero in my thick fed has joined sides with the freshly healed Dragon Lee Angel Garza. Oh my god! Oh my god! Charlotte and Alexa are tag team champions. That just threw me out of it. Anyways, Angel, freshly healed, the leader, Dragon Lee, and Legado del Fantasma, aka Santos Escobar, the heel luchadors. Oh, that hurt. The heel luchadors of SmackDown taking on Rey and Dominic Mysterio. The Ultimate Edition Dominic Mysterio, where he comes out in a Rey Mysterio mask. But in the future, Dominic Mysterio attacks Rey Mysterio and becomes a heel and joins the Luchadors. I don't know the tag team name yet, I need to make it up. Right, let's go with Vickie Guerrero. Vickie Guerrero, the manager of the Luchadors of SmackDown. I think this was from looks like from her wheelchair phase, to be fair. Comes with a slap hand, which I might actually remove. I've got a couple like fist hands from elite females that can go on it. It does have a mic hand with her, is it leopard print? It's not really leopard print, zebra print, let's just say, attire. This necklace, to me, very familiar. It's on the Vickie Guerrero that I already own. Very good, very nice. This Vickie Guerrero is gonna work amazing in my thick fed. Same high heels, I think, just different colour. Yeah, same high heels as I already own Vickie, just different colours. This Vickie gonna be wonders in my oh my god, TWF thick fed. What an amazing figure this is. Elite Basic Series 2, which I don't know why it says 2 when this Melina, who's older, is Series 5. I know this is 6, Series 5, but I'm guessing they've like redid the whole thing. It does have it don't even have elite articulation, which the old figures do. I'm guessing that if you took, yeah, this does come off, so if you took this off with scissors and all that, it would be elite articulation. But now, up next, onto Melina. I'm going to pause this video real quick because my tablet has died again and I just need to check what's happening on SummerSlam. Okay, and I need to bag her up. And we'll get onto Melina, and then after Melina is the Holy Grail of all wrestling figures, Bourne. And now, onto another Holy Grail. Melina. Only one more after this, and it's Evan Bourne, the ultimate Holy Grail. And what I just noticed there, it's got holes in the side for some reason. Don't know why, but okay. Melina. Basic Series number 5, the original Basic Series from Mattel. Here it is, a bit damaged, a bit bruised up top. It's going right in the bin, unfortunately, because it's going to get ruined by me opening it. Here's the back of the box. It includes Melina, John Cena, Mike Knox. I bet most of you people watching don't even know who Mike Knox is, if you're still watching anyways. R-Truth, Blue Pants, what a good looking figure. The Hurricane, which I never even knew had a basic figure, ever, to be honest. And Dave Bautista. Now, out of all these, I guarantee I own this John Cena. It's in my fig crowd somewhere. I just can't find him, so I'm not even gonna bother showing. And then Batista, I think I owned him at one point and I probably destroyed him. Now on the back of the box also it's a SmackDown ring, with which I believe is Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho, and then John Cena. And either, I think that's Randy Orton. And then the ECW ring with Mark Henry, and Evan Bourne. And this figure does include a display stand for Melina with a name tag. So we'll get to seeing what that actually looks like about, I would say 15 years, 16 years later. It don't really say a date of when it was made. 2010. So 15 years later, this Melina figure is being unboxed on the Wrestle Tom YouTube channel. So Melina, you can breathe in a sigh of fresh air as I open you here now. Oh, this sound, gee, it does not want to open. 15-year-old glue, and this is what's left on my 15-year-old Melina figure. Now this figure did set me back £10 British. Check that over there. What a bargain this figure is. Melina, I believe a former manager of John Morrison. If not, please don't correct me in the comments. Just let me believe that she was. And now for the first time in 15 years, this fig can breathe. But what's this little thing here? No, I think I am going to keep just this part of the whole figure. Melina, Series 5, Melina, shows the figure there. World Wrestling Entertainment. I'll stick that on my stage over here. And let's get to the unboxing. Now this is a figure I never thought I would actually buy, but for £10 combined postage and packaging, so really let's just say £11. You can't say no to a figure quite like this. Melina, this is her face. What a bargain. It does come with elite articulation, but however it doesn't really bend side to side like the newer elite figures, it does go up and down. Here's the side of her right leg, here's the side of her left leg. It comes with slap hands and mic hands. Her face once again, and her attire is mainly these symbols there. Nothing on the boots. Let's do a quick. Oh, did you hear that? Hear that snap? Oh, that's just loosened it right up. Jesus Christ. That must be, that's going to be a costly mistake by me. Those snaps of plastic that have been stuck in place for 15 years. I don't, ball joints on the legs, if I'm right. That's on like my back when waking up in the morning, those cracks. But let's just run her off the ropes. I don't really know where she fits in my fig fed, but probably just an old school jobber. And then let's have a look at the display stand. So Mattel don't really do anymore is figure display stands. If it wants to come out, that is. Oh, you see that paper fly? It's got the old WWE logo right there. Let me reach back down here. And it is a card with the old scratch logo saying Melina, which I'm guessing just slots in somewhere. Didn't really have many ridges. I don't have any ridges. It just slots down right there, and you'll stick Melina on top. If you can find the slot, there we go. Basic. Oh, Series 5 Melina is now in the collection. What a figure she is. She do great as a jobber, probably on the roster. Very loose legs, because of course you saw me break her legs with that incredible snap. And hopefully the next figure, well, it's not quite like that, because up next is the ninth and final figure, the Elite Series 8, the ultimate Holy Grail, Bourne. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. It is time for Elite Series 8, the Holy Grail, the ultimate Holy Grail, Bourne. Oh, this figure is valued at over £200. How much did I pay for it? 90 British pounds. What a bargain when used, opened, loose wrestling figures of Bourne cost upwards of £60–70. I knew whilst I was on holiday and I checked this figure for whatever reason, and I saw it for £90, I bought it straight away, no matter how skint it would make me. Now this figure already looked amazing. The figure almost in mint condition, apart from the corners just being a little bit scuffed. This figure coming out, I believe, in 2010. On the back, It shows Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, William Regal, The Undertaker, and the rated R superstar Edge. Now let's take one good look at the back of this box. It is amazing, and it's this is the most painful figure I'm gonna ever have to open. A figure worth so much, but a figure I've always wanted, always needed in my collection. The high flying, the ever dying Evan Bourne. Now this is the earliest wrestling figure I'm ever, and most likely ever gonna open. I see one piece of tape, and this is gonna take a lot out of me. I said before about the pains in life, but this is gonna be the biggest pain I've ever gone through, and probably as of now the biggest pain I'm ever gonna go through. Right there, he's just lost £150 in value. Let's try and open it up, keeping the box as intact as I possibly can, because I really want to keep this box as intact as I can. So right now I don't believe there's any tape. Right there, it's open. It's just this slot right here where this cardboard has been sitting, itching, begging to come out for 15 years, and it really doesn't want to. It's found a life there, it's found a family, it's probably got children, this piece of cardboard, and it's refusing to come out. Let's try this knife here to pry it open. There we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, cardboard went back in the slot. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to open this Holy Grail, the one, the only Evan Bourne. Oh, that's the sound of money down the drain. Elite Series 8 Evan Bourne unboxed. Already I'm seeing some sort of band, which after 15 years just falls apart once you pull it. It comes with a nice Flyer Bourne t-shirt. Now right now, if you go onto eBay, there's a Kofi Kingston Evan Bourne. I believe, if I had to say at the top of my head, Elite 16 or 18 with Kofi Kingston for £180. So if you're desperate for one, don't want to pay over £200 for this exact figure here, there's a green version of Evan Bourne with Kofi Kingston for £180, which I'm also so tempted at buying. Oh, pull one leg out and the t-shirt just flops out. We'll get a closer look at this t-shirt now. Flyer Bourne. I don't know what the sign is right there, to be honest. I really don't know. It sort of looks like a shark. On the back, Just plain black. Does it even have... Oh, it comes off like that. Oh. Not very often you see that with a metal figure nowadays. Just like a tank top. Usually it's made of plastic if it's like that. Okay. Well, that's something I was not expecting from this figure. Plain black, fly air, Bourne. Right there. Now get on. Let's get on with the main event. Let's get the second foot out. There we go. Evan Bourne. Oh, it's got that that other rubber band just snaps clean off. The test of time, the rubber band did not win. Put that right here. Finally, that all this time, have an elite Evan Bourne in hand, and you can tell it's new. It's still feeling quite stiff at some joints. There's the splits. Oh my god. Oh, oh my god. Evan, are you okay? Are you okay, Evan? Just flying. He's just itching for high flying maneuvers off the ropes. Do you know what? I still got Melina out here. Evan Bourne, hit her with your best shot. Hit her with your best shot. A clothesline, going up high. Airborne. Evan Bourne, Elite 8. What a figure. I believe I already owned this face scan many years ago when I was a kid. I picked up the, I believe, Safari Series Basic Evan Bourne. I believe I just still own this head scan because I was waiting for a figure to put on the head scan to make an Evan Bourne. But I could just never find the right figure to make it look authentic. And then here we go. We've got an authentic Elite 8, brand new, Holy Grail Evan Bourne in hand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to play with this figure. So this is unfortunately an end of this very long video. Up next on this channel is my Elite Figure Toy Company scale ring review against a raw ultimate scale ring from Mattel Creations, and I can tell you now, there's a very clear winner. It's not this ring. So if you enjoyed this unboxing and you want me to do more, please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.